Hi, it's Christine Ruiz of ChristineDeco.com. Um, what's today? Today's Thursday, September 6th, 2018. We're now, what is it, fourth quarter. So if you're, oh gosh, this light is a little weird. Hopefully I'm not shining too much. So yeah, it's fourth quarter for those of us in business. It's a time to set essentially what we're doing now is going to determine 2019. So it's definitely a big time in our businesses. Dana's not sleeping, so this should be fun. I'm probably going to try to stick to topic because I don't know how long. Hold on. Give me that pen, Dana. Children with pens. Not a good idea. So anyhow, yeah, Dane, I couldn't get him to take a nap. Just was a no-go. He also broke a plate. Made him some delicious, buttery, crisp edged pancakes, and he had the nerve to eat like two and throw them one by one off the plate and then throw the plate. So that's kind of been my morning prior to, that's been my morning. So anyhow, today, like I said, each day we're going to go through Lifesavers from the book, The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. And it's essentially a book about how important your morning is and how, even though we always say we don't have enough time in the day, how by taking and making the effort to be intentional with our morning and the actions we take and what we do, and sort of setting up a plan of action of things that you must accomplish every morning, whether that's 30 minutes for you total or whether it's an hour and a half. But just making the time, finding the time, creating the time to do that practice every day can impact not just our day, but essentially our lives. So Lifesavers, again, Savers is S is for silence, A is for affirmation, B is for visualize, E is for exercise, R is for reading, and S is for scribing or scribe, which is obviously writing. So that's the acronym for Savers. And like I was saying yesterday we went through, and I saw someone give me a like, I'm not sure who it was, but thank you. But I wanted to, yesterday we did S, which was silence, and we talked about that can happen via meditation, prayer, and your meditation can be guided meditation. It can be your own self-led meditation, whatever it is, with taking that time. Today is affirmations, and a lot of times what I liked about Hal's approach is that I had always heard of affirmations, and typically things like saying, I'm a money magnet, I'm confident, customers flow to me or gravitate towards me, saying those type of things. But what is unique and what I like about Hal's take on affirmations is that his take is really that they should be, hey, Donald, how are you doing? Dang, get down. Hold on. No, we're not throwing trucks. Jesus. Sorry. Dane literally is about to throw his truck off the couch. He's not just into blindly saying those things, because I don't know if you guys saw the video I posted earlier today where the lady was saying affirmations, and every time she said it, her mind was basically saying the opposite and cursing her out. A lot of times when we say affirmations that our minds know it's not currently real, sometimes we can feel like it's instantly rejecting it. And Hal's take on affirmations is to make ones that are, what did he say? Rooted in truth, are aspirational, and keeps you focused on what matters in your life. So that is the approach that he says to take with affirmations. And as an example, let's see this. One of the things is to say, I am committed to whatever it is you're committed to, result by blank date, and I will commit to take these action steps to achieve them for blank days, no matter what. So what I really, like I said, appreciate about his take on affirmations are making these affirmations, not just you telling yourself I'm a money magnet, but then once you finish with your miracle morning, you're not taking any steps or doing any actions to help yourself be that money magnet. It's more so being very related in your current truth and saying, hi, Mindy, how are you doing? Thanks for popping on. But really taking, and thanks for the hearts. Oh, and hi, Jeffrey. How are you doing? And congratulations again, Jeffrey. I believe Jeffrey is in insurance. Jeffrey, can you confirm if you're in insurance? And he's in the South. So if anybody has insurance needs, Jeffrey, I don't know if he's still watching, but I would definitely say check him out. And Jeffrey, if you want, feel free to drop your link in the comments, just in case anyone is interested and happens to watch this live. And thank you so much for the love, Mindy. But yeah, so I really like the fact that he is saying, don't just say I'm a money magnet. Don't just say I'm beautiful. Don't just say blind statements, although there might be things you want to believe, but don't say things that don't have an action attached to them. And that's what I think is really powerful about Hal and his approach. And when you're coming up with these affirmations, I wrote down a few questions. I'm really trying to be focused, especially when you're awake. So I actually have notes. Y'all know normally I just get on here and talk and don't write notes, but I figured, you know what, I'm committed to being, there are things that I'm committed to being, and so I'm committed to being them and I'm doing them. So anyhow, a few questions that you need to ask yourself when you're coming up with these affirmations. Number one is, what do you really want? And oftentimes people will say money, but most of us don't just want money. Nobody wants money to physically hold it or do anything with it or take it out on a date. We want money so that we can have access to something, to somewhere, to some experience. So when you ask yourself, what do I really want? What do you really want? Not just money. I have a glove. But what are you wanting to buy, experience, or have or go with that money? So really pinpointing what it is you actually want. And it might seem weird, but honestly, there are so many people and so many of us who go day after day and just literally go and float through life, not really knowing what we want. We go to work because we know we have to, because we have a bill, we have bills to pay, we have a mortgage or rent or car payment. So we have these things, and so we know we have to go to work because we got to pay for them, but not everybody walks around knowing what they really want to accomplish. So if you already know those things, awesome. You're like 10 steps ahead to getting this done. But if you don't, it's definitely worth taking the time to think about that, and not just think about it, but write it down. Because writing, let's say in the Bible, write it down and make it plain. Writing attaches a special something to it. Thank you, Mindy. I appreciate you reiterating what I was saying in the notes. That's super helpful. So thank you for doing that, in case anyone missed it. And then after you realize what you want, the question you need to ask yourself is, why do I want it? Why do you want what you want? Why do you want to travel if it's traveling what you want to do? Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to get this promotion at this job? Why do you want to be an entrepreneur? I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to be a marketer. I wanted to have the ability to work from home because I wanted to be home with my son, Dane. When he was an infant, he had an issue with his throat, and he also would not take bottles. So he's 100% to this day breastfed. But especially it was something that for me was very important, that not only do I want to be at home with him, I need to be at home with him. And I like to be at home when my other children, who are school age, they wouldn't be at home all day anyway. But when they get home, I like to be at home. I like to not have for them to have to go to daycare or go to after school, that they can come home. I like when my husband gets home, but I've been home, so I'm pretty much not always, dinner isn't always cooked when he gets home. But I like that I have the ability to, whether I'm cooking dinner earlier, but to have certain things ready when he gets home. Everyone has different things reasons why. Just knowing why you want it is the important part. So that was, why do you want it? Then the next question asked, or number 3, is, what are you committed to doing to get it? I like to be at home as well. Mindy, it's awesome. And I say this, I was a single mother for 8 years, and I was working hard and having to always rush from work to get to daycare, because if you're 5 minutes late for daycare, they charge you $5 for every minute and all this kind of crazy stuff. And it's stressful. And so for me, that's one of the biggest things I learned or enjoy, is just that lack of that time pressure. And it's something I truly hope to, and I'm committed to and working towards, is to getting to the point where my income from my business and what I'm building is to the point that my husband will have that luxury one day to be able to be home. And if he ends up getting some gig that he likes that he can do from home, which computer, and he does that, then he's doing it because that's what he wants to do. So Yeah, being at home. But what are you committed to doing to get it? Y'all know I like to be transparent. I do several things in marketing. You know, I'm, you might not know, I do consulting, marketing, social media, and traditional consulting. That is my background. That's what I have my degree in. That is, oh, Mindy, I will definitely send you the Audible copy of Miracle Morning. It was funny because I've listened to the book twice, and I was like, I'm going to listen to it again since I'm doing this series, but I'll send it to you when I get off the slide. But when it comes to what are you committed to doing, you guys know I like to be transparent, and I do consulting services for marketing, but I also do affiliate marketing. So I like to help other business owners, other marketers, other small business owners, whether it's brick and mortar or online, grow their business, grow their audience. And so I'm committed. I can't help people if people don't know who I am, where to find me, or how to reach me. And so this, even me going live, this is an example. So it's not like I'm giving the tricks of the trade, but just being honest. You see me on here posting online. I've been on Facebook since I was in college. So I got on Facebook initially for personal and social. But as my life has changed, as I have changed, as I've grown, I'm more business oriented when it comes to it. I still share personal things. I'm still, because I am who I am. But I know some people might click and like, what is she talking about? Why is she posting this? Because when I'm on Facebook, a big purpose of it is to grow my business, to make money. Because as emotional, as nice, as sweet as I am, we all need to make money, right? As spiritual as I am, we all need to make money. And so I'm committed to doing certain daily operations for my business to grow my audience, to grow my reach, to have a stronger presence, and so that people can find me, the people that want to work with me, the people who are attracted to my personality and how I am, and the things that I have to offer, the companies I'm joined with. So this is just an example, but you have to know what you want, why you want it, and what you're committed to doing to get it. And then, not, I guess, in any particular order, but the last one is, who are you committed to being to create it? And thank you, Mindy. You're amazing. And we have to do another live together soon because it was definitely fun. I like when I can talk to someone and not just to the computer and look for a written response. But who are you committed to being yes, to create it? Yes. And that is definitely in line with what are you willing to do to get it. But when you say who are you willing to be to create it, it's more so if you want to be an actor or a certain celebrity, certain things that require presence, even if your natural personality is an introvert. I was watching CBS Sunday Morning, and I cannot think, I'm having a brain fart, of the artist. He's a very bluesy, old school kind of, not even bluesy, but 50s, 60s soul singer. They compared him to Sam Cooke. But he said, I was an introvert, naturally shy. This man is performing on stages. And he said, he's like, are you still an introvert? And he said, not really. He's like, I still like to be to myself. Hold on. Because of course, things wake is food time. He's like, he still enjoys those quiet moments and kind of needs that self-charge. But he's on the stage, he's performing. So clearly he's not that much of an introvert if he's literally having to interact with people. But to me, that was a great example of who are you willing to become? Or who are you willing to be to create what it is you want? Because sometimes, I can't see, is it Solita, I think, just joined? Sometimes we can have certain ideals, or we want something, but then we're not committed to sort of changing. We're not committed. Hey, S.A.V.E.R.S, we're not committed to doing something different and stepping. Hold on, put this titty back. Oh, all right, Dane. We're not committed to stepping outside of ourselves and trying and doing something new to become who we need to become to create it. And so that's why I say, when you have that goal, you need to know what you want. You need to know why you want it. You need to know what are you committed to doing to get it, and who are you committed to being to create it. Those are essentially the 4 things when it comes to affirmations. And for anybody joining late, Thank you guys for coming and joining me. Please share this if it's something that is helpful to you or can be helpful to other people. But that's why I said I really appreciate with how Elrod says, because these goals aren't just saying blindly, I am beautiful, I'm a size 3 again, I'm a size 6 again, or just saying those statements, but really, truly, when we're saying these affirmations, saying affirmations that have some sort of activity and action tied in and a time frame, so that we are stating what we're going to do, what we're going to be, how we're going to make it happen. It's so much easier to reach a goal and to do something when you have steps that you're going to take and you have a time frame and all those pieces. And one other thing I wanted to say, because it's like 15 minutes, is that some people say, well, I don't do affirmations. But whether you understand it or believe it or admit it or not, we say affirmations every day. As a matter of fact, we pretty much say them every day, all day, every one of us. And I say that because we affirm things good and bad. And it's sort of like how we have free will in life. We have free will, and that's the thing. We can do good. We can take that time and do bad. It's really a daily choice. It's a situational, everyday, every moment choice of what we choose to do with that. And we affirm. I can think of times, especially, being a student, being in school, where you get a question on the test wrong, or you don't get the grade that you expected to get, and you can easily say to yourself, I'm so stupid, or something like that. That's an affirmation. You say I'm stupid, don't be surprised or upset if more stupid comes, right? People say things like they're broke or this or that, and I say this, is not saying that I never say it, but I'm not guilty of it, because I know S.A.V.E.R.S is still on. I had a conversation with her a few weeks ago, and she introduced me to some options, because I do stay at home. We're also a family of 6, and for me, it's just something that I'm used to having, being a working woman, and so the transition to be at home and where my business is not only income, the things that I do, just figuring out all the options there are to make money, because I want to build a long-term business. I want to build a residual business, but there's also times where you need cash flow and you need it now. And so in saying that, watch your mouth to everyone. I say it to my friends, and I say it to my children, I say it to myself. We have to watch our mouths, because when we say it, we're maybe not the first, but we hear it from our lips to our own mouth and our head and our hearts. When we say something, it's energy, and it doesn't go away. It doesn't dissipate. It just moves around. And so you just really have to be mindful of what we say. And so sometimes maybe you can challenge yourself. Maybe say, for the next hour, I'm going to write down the things that I say. Even if you don't say it out loud, if you're saying it in your head, write it down. And then you can actually look back and see, what are you affirming? When you're stressed and when you say I'm stressed, a lot of times we affirm stress, and then we create more stress. And there could be peaceful things happening, good things happening, but realize in comments. Oh, hey, S.A.V.E.R. and Rolita. I said Rolita. Hi, Alicia. Alicia is my old Whole Foods buddy. But when we say things, we're affirming it. So I've noticed, in being very intentional with my thoughts, with my actions, my words, is that when I say things like I'm stressed out, then that's kind of all I tend to see in the situation. And I can miss and not be present with something really cute Dane did, or the fact that my husband took time out of his day to call me to check on me and say hi and see how my day was going with Dane, if he got me crazy. If I'm focused on stress, then it causes us oftentimes to not appreciate and sometimes not even see the good, the unstressful, the peace, because we're focused on what we're affirming time after time after time, again and again and again, and it doesn't serve us any good. I talked yesterday about silence and the importance of silence and meditation and prayer, and that is because sometimes we need to stop and shut the hell up and just be silent and still, so that we can refocus. Because when we have anxiety and we're worrying, we're spending our energy and our time and our creativity literally thinking up stuff we don't want to happen. Literally, we can worry about, well, if this doesn't happen, then this will happen, and this will happen, this will happen, and my life will be horrible. And we literally were spending our creativity, our God-given talent, to mentally experience something that we don't even want to happen. So it's just really putting it all in perspective, and being very thoughtful and intentional, and mindful in what we do. I think I just saw Kelly. Hi, Kelly. So to wrap it all up, remember with the lifesavers, A, hey Kelly, A is for I started doing those hair oils that actually help me to remember to breathe. Well, I'm glad you're doing essential oils. I do. I use essential oils as well. We have a diffuser in every room, so every bedroom, the living room, bathroom, we have diffusers all throughout my house, and we do different essential oils depending on what we're needing. And I have 2 children who have asthma. I've since, I think I told you guys, I switched out where I do my shopping and the type of products I use. They're not on a nebulizer anymore, so that's exciting. But yeah, when it comes to essential oils, I don't use doTERRA. I use a brand that I shop with because it's way cheaper and great quality. But I always say, what works for you, keep doing it, Alicia. But yeah, definitely remember to breathe. But yes, to wrap it up, A is for affirmations. And with the affirmation, I'm going to say it one more time with Hal Elrod from the Miracle Morning. He said, with your affirmations, they should be rooted in truth, are aspirational, and keep you focused on what matters in your life. And I can type this in the comments later if somebody wants to type it. His style for saying the affirmations are to say, I am committed to blank result by blank date, and I will commit to take these action steps to achieve them for blank days, no matter what. And I think when I read that, that to me changed the game for me for affirmations, because I was big on I am money magnet and saying a lot of things, and I would say it and then I'd be like, this voice in my head like, no, you're not, you know. If I have money magnet, I would be where I am financially. So not just saying I'm a money magnet, but saying I'm committed to increasing my weekly income by $200 a week by next month, or by September 15th, whatever it is. I'm clearly not doing good with ripping this, but and I will commit to taking these action steps to achieve them for 30 days. So whatever it is, you fit in the blanks of what you're trying to achieve. But I think when you say that and you're telling yourself that every day, and you're taking the time to write down your daily methods of operation, or what your goals are, what things have to get done, I think it makes a big difference. So it's 22 minutes. I was trying to keep it under 20. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I definitely appreciate it. Tomorrow we will be talking about V, visualize. I'm all over that. I have a story to tell with that one. So if you can, join me tomorrow. I'll be on here live 12 noon in my series that I'm calling Afternoon Delight. But not that kind, of course, obviously. I have afternoon delights with my husband comes home, or he's off during the week. But this is an educational and PG afternoon delight. So tomorrow I'll be sharing that. Hey Pam, how are you doing? So thank you guys again for joining me. And if you're catching the replay, thank you for coming and catching the replay. I don't know. I see you laughing. I don't know who's laughing at you, but I know I'm silly. And thank you for joining the replay. And if you missed yesterday's, just scroll on my page up or down, you'll see it. We went over S, which was for silence. We'll shut the hell up and be silent and be still. All right. Have a great day. Gotta go get Dane. He's jumping on the couch. All right. Bye.